Shalom.
Shalom.
Once again, we want to give our praises to
To
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rekakodash, double honors to the apostle and the elders of GMS, all you brothers in the four corners of the earth that are pushing the truth in sincerity and the truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Right, this is Brother Isaac.
And Brother Isaiah.
Right. So we coming to you with a quick lesson to the spirit Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Well, my son, he was asking me to do a video. Actually tell you we're gonna, you're becoming a man, so you need to start, doing videos. So he was excited, and so we're gonna do a short edifying video through the spirit Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But let us start with Matthew first. Go to Matthew chapter 18.
Matthew chapter 18.
And 1. Right?
Verse 1.
When you ready, start. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 18, verse 1. At the same time came the disciples unto Yahushua, saying, Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?
Right, so this is the disciple asking Yahushua a question. Right? So Yahushua about to explain to them who is the greatest and how you must be when you come into this truth. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 18, verse 2. And Yahushua called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. And said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted, and become as little children,
Become little children. Go ahead.
ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Right, so when you come into this truth, you gotta humble yourself, right? Becoming little children. One of the things with children is that, when they do something wrong and you put some lash on them, Isaiah could tell you, I put 2 lash on him, thing, he forget about it in the next 3 minutes. And he come and he love you up and, Abba, I'm sorry, whatever, and apologize. So when you come into this truth, we come back into this truth as babe, right? So we have elders that is set up against us, not against, but for us, where we must listen to. You understand? So you got to become a child, have the attitude of a child, right? But be men. Scripture says, but show yourself men, right? In understanding. So your behavior pattern, you're supposed to be what? Have the attitude of listening, right? Listening, because a lot of our people, they don't like to listen. They have 2 ears and 1 mouth, but they operate like if they have 2 mouth and 1 ears, right? So the scripture say, when thou come into the house of the Lord, let me read this precept Isaiah, and then you're gonna continue, right?
Go ahead.
Just give me a minute. Right, this is Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 5 and 1, right? They say, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Lord, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of food, for they consider not that they do evil. So when you come into this truth, you got to be quiet and learn. This is what Yahushua is saying, be a child, right? So go back to Matthew, where you left off. Read back 3 for me.
And said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Right, and this is rules, because one of the things Christians say is that the Most High love you unconditional, but there is condition in love in this truth, right? So the Lord is saying, become a child, become humble. You understand? That's one of the things with the children. But go ahead, read more.
Verse 4. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child,
Go ahead.
same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven.
Right, so becoming a little child, humble yourself. It's about humble, right? It have a scripture in the Apocrypha. Let me get it. Right, there's rules, right? There's condition when you come into this truth, how you must be and how you must operate. Now this is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, and I'm going to read from 18. It say, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. You stay right there, right? So the greater you are, you become more humble to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in this truth, right? The scripture say, they that are great or basically elder, let them serve. You understand? So we supposed to serve. We supposed to have the apt to teach, right? The patient. It say, many are in high places and of renown, but mystery are revealed unto the meek, right? It's about humble yourself in this truth, right? You see, for the power of Yahweh is great, and he is honor of the lowly. So you humble yourself, because the scripture tell you that Yahweh Shai what humble himself to the cross, and now he is glorified, right? You see, many are Silaki. Right, basically that is it. I think it had a next precept somewhere. But anyway, let us continue. Where you at? 18, or where you at? I think you at 5. Mm-hmm.
And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name received me.
Right. So, like how I teach in Isaiah, and other children would come in, because I remember a couple of weeks ago they had this little boy. He's about 9-year-old. He was actually like Isaiah, and he was so bold. He wanted to know about the truth, and we was giving him the truth, and he accepted. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for that. Go ahead, huh?
Verse 6, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me.
Yeah, because now, it have children who believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and you saying no, don't go, because I remember, in the world I wanted to go to church, and my grandmother, and they would be saying, where you going there? But I had a zeal, but not according to knowledge, because I had a zeal, but I was actually going about the wrong thing, so in other words, I found the truth, praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, but it's the zeal. You understand? The zeal, you have to get the zeal. So if you believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and this is why Yahweh Shai said it too, that let me get this precept here. Just give me a minute. All right, let's read this precept. Right, this is Matthew chapter 10 and 34. It said, think not that I have come to set peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be of thy own household, because what? You would find that there would be children, and men and women we believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, but the rest of the household don't believe, right? Because it tell you in Deuteronomy, just so we can go back, right, Isaiah?
Okay.
They tell you in not Deuteronomy, what am I saying? It tell you in Jeremiah. Let me get it. All right, Jeremiah chapter 3 and 14. It said, turn, O backsliding children, said the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. So it's talking about they're going to be elect in family that the Lord is going to take out. You understand? Like for instance, in my house, there's no one, growing up, there was no one that believed in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They don't know the truth. And even though I try to give them it, they still don't believe. And even though our mothers and aunt, and they basically, when they come at my house and they see how I run my house, they offended. So the scripture say, well, read back 5 for me one more time.
And whoso shall receive one such little child
6, sorry.
from where From where I left off.
Yeah, no, continue reading from the top. But whosoever
shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me.
So the Lord said this is what you should do if you offend them. Right? Go ahead.
It were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea.
And that's what's supposed to happen. If you're trying to say, hey, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is not the Lord, what are you saying? Hey, you should eat pork. You know that's one of the things we don't eat. We don't eat pork, we don't eat shrimp, we don't eat sausage. There's things. We have a dietary law that we do. Right? We don't what? We don't celebrate what?
Christmas.
Birthdays and these things.
And Easter.
Easter, Halloween and these things. Right? These are things we don't do. Right? So, hey, by just saying that, let us go to Deuteronomy now. Go to Deuteronomy, is what, 4 and 5.
Oh, you want to read?
Yeah, you read it from me, son.
4.
Start at 5 for me.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power command me that ye should do so in the land, whether ye go to possess it.
Right, so law, statutes, and commandment was given to us. And when I say us, it's talking about who? The Israelite. Right? This is Moses giving the children of Israel. Right? Go ahead, son.
Verse 6. Keep therefore and do them. For this is your wisdom and your understanding.
Go ahead.
In the sight of the nation.
Go ahead.
Which shall hear are these statutes and say, surely this great nation is wise and understanding people.
Of course, that is how special we is. We are a wise and understanding people. So when people see us, that's why the scripture say we are what? We are kings and priests. We're becoming kings and priests by what? Coming back to the law, statutes, and commandment. Right? Go ahead. Give me some more, son.
Verse 8.
You read 7?
Yeah.
You read 6?
Yeah, also skip a scripture.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. For what nation is there so great who have power so nigh unto them?
Go ahead.
As the Lord our power is in all things, we call upon him for.
Beautiful, So we call upon who? We call on?
Yahweh.
Hashem, Yahushua. That is what we call on. We call on those two names. Those two names is the correct name. Right? What is one of the names we don't use? Jesus. Right? They say Jesus, but we don't use it. Right? Because what? That is false. Right? Which we're going to do a lesson on that too. Right? Coming sometime. But, Lord's willing. But read the next verse for me. 8.
Verse 8. And what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments so righteous?
So what?
So righteous as are this law, which I said before you this day.
Go ahead, read on. Read the next verse.
Verse
and
9.
this is the point. This is the point, right? Go ahead.
Verse 9. Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life.
Go ahead.
But teach them thy sons and thy sons' son.
And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to teach our son and our son's son, because what? They are going to carry on the law, statutes, and commandments, just as we're coming back to today. Right? So it's very important, to teach the children. And through the Spirit, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the Lord have put the zeal on us, even on my son. I've told him about what a week or 2 weeks, we're gonna do a video. Man, he been waking me up early for the past days. Abba, we gotta do the video. Abba, we gotta do the video. So here it is. And we hope that this lesson was edifying through the Spirit, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We want to give our praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Bahashem Rakak Kodash, double honor to the apostle and elders of GMS, all you brothers in the corner that pushing the truth in sincerity and in truth, shalom.
Shalom.